Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new adventure here in Xi'an, in a very rainy Xi'an, yet very hot. The humidity is super high. First things first, I had a free day yesterday, so I cleaned Sunshine and I also did some maintenance work because that was needed. I kind of forgot that the air filter needs to be cleaned as well. So yeah, after all the dust in Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan, that was really necessary. It was kind of brown. And then we also fixed the stand. It's all glued now. It should be fine. It worked yesterday, so let's hope it stays that way. So that was a good day on Sunshine. Then I also fixed my bag. The lady here at the market made it for me, so that was actually good. And then we went to the Terracotta Army, which I was very much looking forward to, and this is how it went. Now we luckily made it to the Terracotta Center, but it's 10 minutes to 5, so it was one big hurry show in the end still, because yeah, Sunshine, her maintenance took a little bit longer. Nevertheless, we are here. We're gonna make sure that we get a ticket, and then let's see how crowded and busy it is, because I expect quite a lot of people. But let's see. And of course we had to take a bus. As usual, everywhere you have to take a bus. Also here. So I made it to the Terracotta Army. It is right behind me here, and it is a world famous archaeological site, and it consists out of more than 1,000 clay-built soldiers, horses and chariots, and it was built approximately 200 years BC. So can you imagine what they did then already? It is truly another kind of man-craft ship. Anyways, every soldier has its own kind of face, so every soldier is unique. I think that is quite special, and it was actually found by a farmer in 1974. Can you imagine, you're working on your land and you find this? I think the farmer must have been in shock, right? And the tomb was actually built for the first emperor of China, which was King Xi'an. Now, and here you would see a soldier and a horse there, and there would be a wooden chariot, but it's either burnt or rotten, so it's not there anymore. But you can clearly see, right, the soldier holding the chariot. And as you can see here, this is still a data collection area. So they're still very much working on digging things up. Here you can really see how they try to gather the pottery and make a figure out of it again. So here they're trying to build the horses, but they're obviously missing a few pieces. But it must be like a serious work, right? Now, this was the first plot, and there were actually more soldiers than tourists, so I'm very happy, because I was very afraid that it would be like so crowded. But there's actually no one, so I think we made a good decision in terms of the time. And there are 2 more plots, where one of the plots is still covered, and the other one, I think there are some soldiers and horses, so I'm gonna have a sneak peek there. And there is a museum with well-preserved soldiers, so it's quite a big place. This is the second pit. So here they would bury the horses with the carriages. See, it's quite big, no? So I'm on my way now to the third plot, and because we were quite late, there is just no one here right now. No one. I love it. No tourist. And here we have the third plot, which apparently is the chariot room. And you can here see the horses, right, with the warriors. So we are now walking in the museum, and as you can see, here are the best preserved statues from the archaeological site. And I'm looking for this guy, because apparently this guy is the best preserved statue there is. It was told by a guide, and yeah, I think I found the statue. This is the guy from the picture on the ticket. This is the guy in real life. I think it's the same. Look at the details. Imagine this is thousands of years old.
And even though the warriors now appear sand-colored or brownish, they were originally very colorful. Upon opening, those colors faded due to the exposure to oxygen.
And this contains the colors of the clothes, and it works really on your imagination, right? How colorful the army must have been. Look at this. I do understand now why there is no tourist left anymore, because the sound you hear on the background is actually that you are summoned towards the exit. So we were kind of pushing it again, but this time towards the exit time. So it's time to leave this site now. And there's one little fun fact I just learned, but this emperor was actually the emperor who started the build of the Great Wall. So I thought that was still an interesting fact, and now it's time to move on the bike. So that was actually quite nice, the Terracotta Army. Bye bye. Let me see, where should I go? Yeah, well, the Terracotta Army, it's just impressive to realize it was actually like a whole city they made to guard a temple of the emperor. Yeah, I don't know, I was impressed. Anyways, we are on the way now, and one last thing on sunshine. I did order a new spark plug, because I also realized I haven't changed the spark plug since 22,000 kilometers, which is quite a while, and I do start to notice a little difference in the startup. So I thought no risks, because it can actually damage your bike if the spark plug breaks. So I ordered it. It will be here in Chengdu. And Chengdu is on our route. The traffic is rather chaotic here, so let me first try to escape this traffic. Whee! Whee! Oh! That guy wasn't looking, and I do have my light out, so he should have known. All right. There actually. Alright, in terms of the route, I think I was trying to explain. We are in Xi'an now, we go to Langzhong, and after that we go to Langzhong. And the days will be a bit shorter now, which I do not mind, because the 400 plus days were so exhausting. Anyways, the ride today, I was hoping on doing a mountain pass. The only thing is, it has rained quite heavily, and yeah, it is partly off-road, partly paved, but with those landslides in the back of my mind, I'm not sure if it's a good idea. It will take me 8+ hours, and it's now like already 10 o'clock, because it was raining also quite heavily this morning. Long story short, I am also not feeling 100% well. I'm having a little bit of a cold. Yesterday I really didn't feel that good. So the combination of rain, bad road quality, and me not feeling so well made me decide to take the normal road, well, the highway. The only thing is, there is a strange rule here in China that you may not use the highway as a motorcyclist. So it's kind of a gamble. It just depends on who you meet at the toll station, which I think is super weird. You either are allowed or you're not allowed, right? But don't give me this something in between, it depends who you meet kind of story. I don't like that. So let's see who we meet at the toll station. Let's see how this will go. But I'm kinda not gonna ask, because I'm just gonna go. You see? Always works. Bye! Oh man, it's strange, right? how it can depend on who you will encounter. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the tactics. Anyways, we are on the highway, so that's a good thing. But you can see the clouds, right? It's quite rainy, to say it like that. And in the mountains things are most of the time worse. So we are heading into the mountains now, and the original plan was to have a road more that way. But yeah, as you can see, it is really cloudy up high in the mountains. And with those landslides in the back of my mind in the previous video, I think it's just not wise to ride in the mountains now. And it still looks quite pretty, very green again. It's so typical, these kind of mountains, I think. If I see those mountains, I think of China. And with the clouds, it gives a mysterious kind of feeling, right? It has something special. What a magnificent mountains. They are so pretty. That looks very pretty and very old, but I do feel the city is getting a little bit greener. Look at all the trees. Now we should be almost there at the hotel. Let's see. I should go in here somewhere. Where is it? Here, I think. No. Did I pass it? I don't know. And I think in here then. Hey Andy! Thank you!
How are you?
Woo! I'm alive! And you?
Good.
Yes?
Yeah.
We go in here?
No, there. The hotel is there. And the bikes we can park inside.
Ah, in front of the hotel. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't a long ride, and I'm actually quite happy with that because I'm not feeling 100%, so this gives me the opportunity to have a little sleep, warm shower. So this is perfect. There are also, the bikes are all, okay. Perfect.
Okay, you want some strap suits now?
Yes, please. Andy is so kind. So kind. Okay, now let's check out the hotel and get a warm shower. And this will be the stay for tonight. A nice bathroom again. And the bedroom, very spacious. And we have a view on the pretty tower. Look, there. Good morning again, here from a very rainy Langzhong. Blah. Bye bye. Very rainy, yet there is good news because I feel a lot better. Oh, why are they coming from there? We see. So yes, well, I feel better that is the good news. The bad news is it will rain very, very, very badly today. It's gonna be much worse than this if our investigation is correct, meaning it will rain at our destination, Langzhong, about 100 liters a square meter. That is about 10 centimeters. It is a lot. And that also means I will not be able to wear my GoPro like this, because remember Turkey, when my GoPro broke down because of the rain, it is because the media mod is actually not waterproof. This is my spare media mod. I cannot risk it to break as well, because then we don't have a video. So basically I'm gonna fuel up now. I will remove this GoPro and I will install my spare GoPro, which does not need a media mod, but that means we don't have audio. But it's gonna rain very, very heavily, so I have to take measurements to ride through it. And the other bad news is that we're entering a new province today, and we are not allowed on the highways there, for sure. That means we have a very, very long day on the national roads, around 7 hours, something like that. Can I go in there? Yeah. 7 hours in heavy, heavy, heavy rain. So it's gonna be a very interesting day. Well, let me fuel up first. So, yes, well, there are different rules in every province here in China, and as I already said yesterday, sometimes it's a little bit like it depends on who you meet, which I think is strange, but the rule comes from all the little bikes, all the little scooters, which I can imagine, because it's so chaotic that they said like, no, you cannot enter the highway. But now serious motorbikes like mine are upcoming, and some provinces adjust their rules on that, because these bikes are obviously very different from the scooter, so we basically are allowed to use the highway. And it is different in every province. Anyways, it's gonna be a very, very long day today, only national roads, but in this rain. So yeah, let's see how that will turn out. And I did realize yesterday when I was like trying to sleep, because I was not feeling well, I totally forget to tell you about the night market in Xi'an, which is incredible. I've never seen entrances of shops like this. It was like dragons, smoke, gold. It was too much. I was totally over how do you say it, like too much impulses. But I mean, it has its own charm. It's crazy what they built there. But I thought I would show you a little bit of that, because it was still quite special, because it was a lot.
And yes, of course, the only electronic device I left on the bike, brakes.
Alright, so here I am standing with the bike, and yet again the navigation broke down. It went to black at once, and I stood at the road for I think 20 minutes, and luckily Xi'an and Kathleen came by so I can follow. I have to follow them because I cannot look at it right now. It's just raining too hard. I will attach my spare GoPro on the helmet, but yet again it will not have audio. But it's quite a hot ride today. So we stopped again at the fuel station, because as you can see the rain is just pouring down. And the annoying thing is, remember I bought a new visor in Almaty. I forgot to buy a pin lock. So it's super annoying, but it's like, it's foggy every time, and the rain, it makes it very, very hard to focus on the road. And then the amount of rain that's coming down, it's crazy. It's really hard riding like this. Still, the environment is beautiful with green hills. You can see them once in a while and you ride through gorges and so. But it's just quite intensive, and we only rode like for 2 hours now, so we still have like 5 hours to go. So I'm kind of curious how we will make it to the hotel. So we had a little break and I had to fill up again. The good news is it seems to dry a little bit. So I've put on my other camera again with audio and let's see how long it will last. But we have good hopes, and it's now, let me see, plus 6 hours, 2:30. I think we still have 3 hours to go. Oh, well, it is an adventurous day, huh? And the weird part also is that the navigation claims to be waterproof, but every time it breaks, it is during heavy rain. So I'm kind of starting to doubt if it's really waterproof. Because yeah, it cannot be a coincidence, even though Tim, remember the guy who fixed my navigation in Attirau, said it was an electricity peak. It must be connected to the rain, because otherwise, yeah, I don't believe in coincidences. Everything has a reason. So 3 times rain, that is a pattern, I would say. Yeah, it's weird. Well, and Sharon said, well, I could of course always listen to the navigation, which is true. However, I absolutely I hate listening to navigation. I think it's the worst thing you can do to me when riding a motorcycle. I get very grumpy from it because I also cannot see it. I want to see it because sometimes it's just unclear, and then you also continuously have someone talking in your ear. I don't like it, so that's why I didn't thought of it. But of course it would have been a solution also. Nevertheless, this is fine. Look at how pretty it is. Now we are on a rather interesting road. Sometimes the road is really good and sometimes it is a little bit like this, that you're like, okay, this is a backyard. Ooh, and the clouds there are very, very dark. Oh. Let's hope that's not our direction. You see, there it rains quite heavily. And then being on a road like this is not exactly what you want. Up high. Because of that, you see. We have arrived in the city. Look at those very nice, I think, temples, right? On the top of the hills, next to the river. Look at that on the opposite. Very, very traditional Chinese buildings. It looks gorgeous. I think in here. Yes, you see, there are the other bikes. Ooh, it is a little bit tight. Let's see. Well, we're gonna check it out. I will come back later with the room, and if we stay here. At least we made it after a very long ride. Oof. Now there is sunshine, you see? And if we go to here, we have that very nice town at the opposite of the water. There, I'm sure if you can see it. Oh, it's so pretty. And then this is our stay, which is also very ancient, but this place is famous for its ancient town. So I hope I still have time to discover, but it is quite late. Now this is the bedroom. Very nice. With also a cute view on the courtyard. Here you go, it's all so Chinese. I love it. And then a rather special bathroom because my toilet gives light. Whereas my navigation does not give light anymore. I don't know, it's just super annoying to have no navigation or to navigate while it's talking into your ear. So yeah, I'm not gonna touch it. I hope it will dry overnight and tomorrow it will start again. The good news is that we will go to Chengdu tomorrow, which is a huge city with 20 million people. So there must be someone like Tim, right, that can fix the navigation as in Atirau, Kazakhstan. Nevertheless, the ride itself, in the end, it was actually quite pretty. The road was really good, very windy and a lovely scenery once the rain stopped. So that was all the positive side on it. Only this morning it was so hard and also very dangerous with all the rocks and all the water on the road. And I'm glad that we survived, the others as well. So we're gonna take some rest because I'm very tired. I've been on the road now for 10 hours, so it was really a long day. But yeah, the rain held us back, of course. Nevertheless, I'm gonna have a shower because I need one. I'm gonna take some rest and then I hope to see you in the next video. For now, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and then I hope to see you at the next adventure.